and welcome to part 2 in my 3-part series of me bleaching my roots and dyeing my hair for fall. Even though it's almost winter, I did film this in September. The audio on this video was awful, so I decided to turn it into my top tips for bleaching your hair at home. I am not an expert on bleaching your hair at home, I've just done it numerous times, and these are the tips that I've learned through trial and error, and I hope they help you too. Tip number 1 is to prepare. Preparing can look different for everyone based on hair type, hair length, and whether or not you're just touching your roots or bleaching virgin hair, but you want to make sure that you have enough bleach and developer before you start. If you have virgin hair, you may want to use aluminum foil since the mids to ends bleach a lot slower than your roots. When I bleached my virgin hair, I bought aluminum foil from Walmart for 99 cents, and then I cut the foil into strips myself days before I bleached my hair. You don't want to bleach clean hair because your natural oils are going to protect your scalp from the bleach and act as a barrier. I also like to add beneficial oils to my hair a few days before, while adding oils right before you bleach your hair is not protected. I find giving it enough time to be absorbed in my hair does cause a lot less breakage for me. This leads me to tip number 2, which is schedule the day to bleach. Even if it's just a week in advance, it gives you enough time to keep your hair moisturized and detangled and all those other things. But bleaching takes time to apply and it takes time to process, and you don't want to rush it. Rushing will cause you to have splotchy areas or areas that are more lightened than others. So you want to have a chunk of time that you're just doing your hair so that you have a nice even base. Tip number 3, detangle. You want to have your hair detangled to prevent uneven bleaching. I like to detangle my hair a week in advance and twist my hair so that it stays detangled until the day I am ready to bleach my hair. Tip number 4 is section your hair. Typically, the hair will be sectioned off into 4 quadrants, and you work in each quadrant from bottom to top. I like working in smaller sections or strips because my hair is coily. I find it to be the most efficient way to already have my hair sectioned off in the sections I'm going to be bleaching, because it takes less time than having to do it while I'm already applying bleach. Tip number 5 is to wear gloves. I like to wear gloves on my left hand because it is touching my hair that is being bleached, and on my right hand I'll go gloveless because I find it easier to hold the brush without wearing a glove, and it's easier to apply bleach without it for me. But if you feel more comfortable wearing gloves on both hands, then do that. But you want to wear gloves to protect your hands. Tip number 6 is to bleach your hair while sitting down. I like to sit down because standing up for one long period of time is uncomfortable, and if I don't have to, I'm not going to. And I find it a lot easier to sit at my desk with my mirrors and bleach my hair. If you have to bleach in the bathroom, just bring a chair with you. You'll be a lot more comfortable, in my opinion. Tip number 7 is to start from the back of the head and work your way to the front. I do this because I find it to be the easiest method. I also noticed when my hair was relaxed that they always started at the bottom of my head and worked their way to the top. Tip number 8 is to use a neutralizing shampoo. A neutralizing shampoo is used for chemically processed or relaxed hair that is designed to rebalance the pH level of the hair. It does this by neutralizing any alkali and unwanted residue in the hair. After a chemical interaction, it works to help return the hair to the average pH. Tip number 9 is to take as many sessions as you need to bleach your hair and get your desired color. It is okay not to get it in one session or in one day. I would not suggest bleaching your hair more than twice in one day though, because you may experience more breakage by over bleaching. So take your time. Tip number 10 is to bleach as often as you can manage. You do not need to bleach your hair every 6 to 8 weeks. You can go a bit longer if you need to, or if you cannot bleach your hair that often. I don't touch up my roots for at least 3 months. I find it very challenging not touching my already bleached hair with bleach when I'm redoing my roots and I don't have enough regrowth to apply the bleach to. So I wait until my hair is a bit longer so I have more regrowth so that it's easier for me to apply the bleach and not overlap. I almost forgot. Tip number 11, don't bleach your roots first. For virgin hair, your scalp will lighten your roots faster than your mids to ends because it is giving off heat. And you don't want your roots to lighten before your ends start lightening. Tip number 12 is wear a shower cap or a plastic bag. A shower cap will keep the heat from your scalp from escaping and it will help to speed the lightening process up. It will also help keep the bleach moist because once the bleach dries, it stops lightening. Those were some of my tips on bleaching your hair at home that I learned from watching videos like this and through trial and error from bleaching my own hair at home. If I missed any tips or you want to add some of your own, you're welcome to comment them down below so we all can succeed in bleaching our hair at home. These videos were very helpful for me when I was first thinking about bleaching my hair. And hopefully my video can help someone else who is thinking about bleaching their hair at home but doesn't want to ruin it. That is my dog Rocky. He is my moral support and is always with me whenever I bleach and dye my hair. That's all for today's video, and thank you for everyone who watched it. In my next video, which is part 3 of my series, I will be dyeing my hair for fall. Give this video a thumbs up if you would like, subscribe if you want to. Until next time, eat a snack, drink some water, play with a STEM toy, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!